Yo, what's happening, YouTube? It's your boy CB. We are back for another huddle watch along with one of my favorite recruits in the 2024 class. He is actually reclassified to the 2023 class because he is that good. If you have been following me since, I would say, early in this process, you've heard me sing his praises. Four-star athlete that can play receiver at the next level, safety, nickel, corner, a dynamic returner, and just an all-around playmaker. Y'all give it up for one of the best athletes in the class, four-star DB Antione Jackson. What's happening, Brody?
What's up?
Hey, man, I'm excited to have you here. Like I said, from the first time I saw your film, I was like, easily one of the best athletes, just raw
Yeah.
talent. But before we get into your highlights, which we will watch, and trust me, if you have not watched them, you are in for a treat. Something that's really important that I don't think people understand, you reclassified, meaning you skipped the entire year of high school to start college early. I don't think people understand the kind of dedication that takes off the field. Can you speak to what that process was like for you?
It wasn't easy. Like it took focus and it took I had to be really locked in to do it. Like I was taking 8 classes in high school, and then I was taking 5 classes online, like taking 2 English classes, 2 math. I was taking 3 math classes. I was taking like 3 science classes. Like I had no just classes, no
No,
study,
so
nothing.
no electives, no nothing. You just had base
Just
courses. So when did you know you were gonna reclass? Is that something you knew early, or was that something later on in the process where you was like,
um,
hey, I think I can
I
do
only
this?
only had like a couple days to think about it. Like it was
That's
happening quick.
crazy.
Like I had a couple days because if I waited too late, it wasn't gonna be possible. So like I had a couple days, probably like I'll say like 2 months before signing, before early signing day. So like 2 months before December, I had like I was crunch time. And I remember doing it. My coach told me like it's gonna come fast. Like December, like signing day gonna come fast, and it came fast.
Were there high school coaches or people that told you maybe not a good idea, or did you do some research and understand? Look, I just got to put the work in. I know because look, we know as an athlete we gonna see it. Physically, you were ready, skill set ready. What is it? Something where when you first had the idea, you knew I can do this, or did you need someone behind you to go, "Hey, bro, you got this"?
No, I ain't. I had people behind me that was telling me like, "Come on, let's go." But honestly, like it's what I wanted to do. Like long as my mom and stuff was good with it, I was good with it. Like, but it was people that encouraged me. It was people that discouraged me, telling me I should stay another year in high school. But honestly, I know I was ready. I know what I'm capable of on the field and stuff. And I knew if I could do it in the classroom, then like it's just football. Like the whoever I'm guarding gonna have to beat me. Like it's just it's the same.
And nine times out of ten, he ain't work. Now everyone working hard on the field, so don't get me wrong. Don't nobody comment and say, CB, you saying other people not working hard. No, but when Antoine lined up against somebody on Friday, they got no idea the amount of work he's had to put in this week. He still has to practice. This is a star player on his high school football team, to the
Yeah,
point where if he don't show up at 100%, everybody looking at Twan like,
yeah,
bro. And we talking double classes, no free time, parties you probably missed. I'm gonna imagine birthdays you missed all these extracurricular activities that some people say are important in your formative teen years, but for you, you had a goal in mind. So kudos to you and shout out to you and your family for y'all making that decision and you deciding, look, I'm gonna take my dream into my hands. And I know I'm ready. I just got to put this extra work in, bro. That is huge.
I didn't go to prom. I didn't go to grad badge. I didn't go to my senior brunch. I didn't go to the end of the year field trip. I didn't go to no senior activities. Like I stayed home. I either worked out or I was doing my online work.
And I don't think people understand that dedication. You see 24/7 put out a tweet and say Antoine Jackson's reclassifying. Everyone just goes, yes, whatever school, we can get him earlier. I
Yeah,
don't think anybody understands the work that has to be put in, the mental toughness. Because when you show up on Friday, there is somebody on the other side of the ball that's had your picture in their locker all week saying, I'm about to give him the business. The mental toughness to still show up and be Antoine Jackson while you probably were studying seconds before you put on pads, you know what I mean? And it wasn't like most high schools where you can say, man, look, I got a football game, let me go ahead and take this elective 7 period, so I'm chilling. Seventh period for you was algebra. Right before that was geometry. There was no off periods for you. Like that grind is tremendous. What do you attribute that grind to? That focus that I gotta get it. I gotta accomplish my dream.
I just want to be in the league. Like, I want to be rich. Like, I gotta be rich. I just can't live broke, and I don't feel like I can live average either. Like, I gotta be rich.
That's sometimes the things that drive us can be anything, but improving, not just, you said it earlier, as long as my mom's was good and I know I want to make sure my mom's is good, we good.
Yeah,
That single drive, that family, that it's bigger than me. I can't be what we can't be what we are now. And I obviously recognize at a young age, yo, I can change this for everybody, not just
yeah,
me, moms and everybody, bro. That I wanted to commend you on that, because that kind of maturity, that ability to be 16 and go, yo, I can leapfrog this real quick. Like, it's gonna take hard work. It
yeah,
wasn't like you could just pick up the phone and go, all right, 2023 class now, we in here. You still knew you had to put in the work, but
yeah,
to have the wherewithal to go, nah, it's just on me if I want to do this, and I can do this, bro. That needs to be commended. People just see Antoine reclassified. They didn't see the work you had to put in to accomplish that. And let's remind everyone, he has to be accepted into these colleges. He's not just passing with a 70. He has to be accepted into these colleges. And you heard him. No classes off, 3 or 4 a day, online classes at home. Most teenagers are coming home on the game. Antoine said it before we were. He said, "I don't have a system, bro. I'm watching film or I'm studying." So I wanted to commend you on that, because that is huge, man.
yeah.
We all remember being in high school and we just couldn't wait to get to an off period. You went out of one class, walked into another, and then knew when you got home, I got 2 online classes. I got 2 a days and all of that. Like,
Yeah.
bro, listen, that kind of dedication, there is not an obstacle that's going to be in front of you the rest of your life that's going to feel like an obstacle, because you put your own obstacle in front of you and knocked it out of the park, bro. That is huge.
So like in one day, I'll do like 14 classes.
Oh,
Like, and I have to do that every day because I have.
is wow, how, bro? How? It is school, has school always just been something that you've excelled at, though, even at a younger age? Because obviously you've been a great athlete,
Yeah,
but has both of them always been something you've excelled at?
yeah. I used to hate like getting bad grades or something. I don't know. I just hate it.
Is this a competitor and you don't want to lose at nothing? Like, if we play checkers right now, you're gonna want to beat me, huh?
Yeah, I'm gonna want to beat you. Like
See, that's what it is. It's the competitiveness.
we gonna have to play all night till I win, and when I win, we ain't playing no more.
Hey, that's it. So you was that kind of player. You like, hey, run it back.
Yeah,
Best 2 out of 3, best 5 out of 7, best 9 out of.
we go
Okay.
back to 3, and we get tied up like 1-1. I'm walking away. Like, you're not
Hey,
gonna beat.
that's
You're
hey.
not the last one.
This ends 2 ways. I win or the game is over. That's that drive. So we're gonna get into Antoine's highlights right now. For those of y'all that haven't seen him, Dillard had him playing both ways. Primarily, he is a defensive weapon. The reason I say defensive weapon, Antoine, because I know you have a defensive position that they're gonna put on piece of paper, but
Yeah.
coming from someone with your skill set, do you have a preference, corner, nickel, safety, or for you just like being out there?
I just really like being out there, but like when I'm like, I really want to play corner. Like, I just want to lock a guy down. But then I ain't gonna lie, some days I want to play safety and just be out there free, like just nothing getting through on me. Or some days I want to play nickel and fit in the run, and then so like I just like to be out there.
That versatility is huge, because a defensive coordinator gets to use you in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? There's no subbing out one. When he
Yeah,
knows, when he pencils in one as one of his DBs, all right, yeah, but I need somebody to lock somebody down at the goal line. That's one. All right,
yeah,
I need somebody to play center field. Okay, that's one. I need somebody to nickel to blitz off the edge. That's also one. That
yeah,
that versatility at the next level and then the next level is huge. Being able to move around, and like you said, sometimes you just want to be on one. Hey, put me out here on an island, leave me
yeah.
alone. And I could imagine defensive coordinators are like, yes, we will. Yeah, because you're gonna lock one side of the field down, and that's invaluable. But then you do stuff like this, where I don't know, bro. The skills at receiver are elite. This we talk about mossing people. That is textbook. Have you always had these kind of ball skills? Has it
Yeah.
just always been ridiculous like this?
Yeah, I'd be laughing when the ball in the air. Like, I wish I had like, when the ball was thrown to me, I was laughing. Here we go.
So you're the kind of player where you like to have fun on the field. You like to be loose.
Like if you see at the end, I could have ran into the touchdown full speed, but you said I was holding the ball up. I was laughing. Like I was that video over, and like you can see that towards the end when he had the camera on me, I was laughing. Like I knew it was gonna happen.
And then man coverage. So I'm guessing when you came out here and saw man, you was probably like, "Oh, this is bad.
Yeah.
This is bad for y'all."
And then with the quarterback, this was like one of my first times playing receiver. So with the quarterback, I built trust with him like over 2 days for him to trust me to throw the ball like this. Like I have to build a trust for the quarterback to be able to trust it. And I had to do that in 2 days. Like I had sat down and talked to him like throw the ball and catch it, trust me.
Because obviously as a quarterback, he's thinking, all right, 50-50 ball means 50-50,
Yeah.
buddy. That means you're asking me to give a DB a shot to pick this off.
Pick it off.
He gotta know, look, I can trust Antoine over there. One or two things is gonna happen. He gonna catch it or nobody's gonna catch it.
Yeah.
Did you know going into this game, all right, I've talked to him, he trusts me?
Yeah, I knew he was gonna trust me this game. Cause this was my first game playing receiver actually. So I told him like, just trust me, it's gonna happen.
Was he excited for you moving a receiver? Because obviously he's seeing you picking off passes, running them back. He's probably thinking, hey, can I get some of that on the offensive side?
Yeah, he was excited for me to come to receiver because I've been telling him like the whole year. Like he knew me a little bit like from Little League. And he knew I always played receiver and like offense. So he was excited.
And as a receiver, the foot fire, the release, you're not an athlete that they put at receiver and I'm going to just run a go route and I got ups. You can run a full route tree. You actually have these skill set at receiver. Is that something you've worked on throughout the years, or it's just
I worked on it for like a week with the receiver coach at Dillard. See, I done worked harder than like I ain't gonna really say that part, but just know I called him every day. I stayed after practice every day with him for footwork. I called him on the weekends, called him after school. After I went home and did a couple classes online, I called him for beach workouts. Like, and then I got injured a little bit before this. Like, I wasn't even supposed to play in this game, but I was calling for the extra work, like making sure I was getting healthy, and like I made sure I was here for the team in the playoffs. Whether we lost or won, I made sure I was on the field.
What was that like for you being a key piece on this defense and now a key piece on the offense later in the season? Because I'd imagine once he started dropping these, 40, 50-yard bombs, now he wants you on offense. There is no whether you play offense or not. The quarterback looking around at the huddle like, where's Antoine at? What was it like for you being a leader on the team and having to give yourself a pitch count, knowing, look, I want to play, but I also need to be valuable to my team. So put me in, let me make a difference, but I may not be 100% right now. What was that like?
It was in the beginning, it was frustrating not being 100%, but like I just fought through it. Like, long as I'm able to play and like long as I can perform how I want to, then I'm good. Like, but I was never like a leader to like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm not a leader by words. Like, I don't really talk too much, but like I just go to work and like people just follow. Like, I'm just a leader, like by example. Like, I just set the example. And I just like, cause I'm not big headed with like you guys, any of my teammates, I'm not big headed or nothing. Like, we all just go to work. Like, I don't be on the board. I just lead by example.
Is that something that is learned from you? Like, do you like, because sometimes we like leading the way we're led, right? Do you like being led by example, or do you like a vocal coach that's, we got different types. Some coaches like to tell you what to do once and they expect you to do it. Some coaches, they're on you. What kind of coach does Antoine like?
Well, see, I catch on quick, so I just like to be told once. Like, well, coach don't have to tell me to do something once, and I'm gonna get it right. So I'll say like, just tell me once, then like, let me just show you I can do it. I don't really like when coaches just go and keep going and keep going. Like, just tell me and I got you, coach. Trust me.
So you like, hey, one time I got you. Trust me. Obviously, you got to build that trust with whatever defensive coordinator or offensive coordinator. But once you do, it's like, all right, one got you. Just tell me what you need from me, and I got you. The reason I pause this, because as big of a ball hawk as you are, and I'd say one of your best skills is your hands. People are gonna say your instincts, your range. Yes, the hands is incredible, but I don't think you get enough credit for how physical you are. And when y'all see me look to the right, it's because I have his film on another monitor right here. So that's why I look to the right. Now, again, y'all seen the finesse, y'all seen the footwork, you see the hands here. Watch him here. Watch him drive on this receiver. Boom. And almost had the pick six.
Yeah,
You
it was.
saw this and reacted lightning quick. Talk to us about a play like this.
See, I just go off alignment. Like then I watch film, so this every route they ran, I knew it was coming. I watched a lot of film. I knew it was coming. So I'm like, and then I think it was like fourth down in this play. It was either third or fourth, and I'm looking at the sticks. Like at the corner of my eye right now, I'm looking at the sticks. I'm like, yeah, he's finna stop at the sticks. So if you see my stance, like I ain't really need backpedal. Like I just opened it. I'm ready to. Like if you slow it down when I'm like, look, when I open, I'm just ready to drive right now. Like I ain't even backpedal. I'm just ready to drive. I knew it was coming, so like I'm finna go pick this ball off, or either I'm finna knock him out. So I was prepared
for the younger DBs out there. Speak to how important it is to watch film, to know tendencies, to understand your opponent.
Yeah, because my freshman year I wasn't really a film guy. Like I didn't really watch film my freshman year. Coming from Little League, just better than everybody. So I'm like I'm finna just do what I always did. But it made a lot of plays my freshman year. But I'm like I could have did a lot more. I could have did a lot more and got like a lot of bigger plays watching film and stuff. So I just started watching film.
Now we're gonna see our boy again. The ball in his hands in space. It looks like he is just completely comfortable, almost like he should be doing this more. We got to see more returning from you.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just swagged on him mid run here. We just gonna little quick high step just to let him know I'm still Antoine Jackson. I still sweat, and then crease gone.
Yeah, this is my first return in high school too in playoffs.
This was your first return?
This is my first and only return.
How bad did you beg for this?
I've been wanting it for a long time. And only reason I was really on it because our other return guy had went down right there in front of me. That's CJ. That's the one that's at Miami, Christopher.
So that's for those listening. That's Christopher Johnson, right? Yeah. Okay, real quick, who's faster on a football field? On a track field, that may be a different question. Who's faster on a football field?
I ain't nowhere near CJ on a football field either.
Is that bad? Like his speed? Because we see it in person. Is it that crazy?
Oh yeah, like you're not catching him. You're not.
Who do you kick to even in this situation? If you look back here and you got Chris Johnson and you got Antoine Jackson, why? Who you? Because they damn sure not kicking to CJ, but it was misplaced. It was misplaced confidence kicking to you.
They ain't kicking to CJ.
So you must have knew too when you got to comment on this. You probably thought, oh yeah, because they ain't kicking to him, so I'm definitely getting it.
Yeah, you kicked to him is over.
It was over. They kicked to you. They made a mistake.
Yeah, and a lot of people
almost.
It's too.
That vision. Did you play running back in Little League?
Yeah, I played running back.
Because you got open field vision that's very running back like. A lot of speedsters look for the edge. They're going to go straight for the sideline and try to turn up. Not you. You looking for lanes. You looking for daylight.
I be trying to get upfield.
You just trying to get to the end zone.
I'm trying to get upfield.
The swagger while you run, that's clean right there. Because somebody saw you high step, somebody running towards you was thinking, like we probably did kick to the wrong one.
I seen the one that was chasing me, so I'm like, all right, watch this. I may think I was going straight, but you ain't catching me.
And he took a good angle. He took a decent angle.
He slowed down, like he hesitated a little bit. Like, yeah, all it takes is that one hesitation.
That one hesi.
And you don't know what to do.
And just almost broke this thing. Hey,
Yeah,
how live would you have been if your first return in high school was a
and it's the first
touchdown?
play. This the first play of the game too.
Hey, what's the energy like after this? Because
Hey,
I know your boys know, oh, they about to let Twan return. And it's the
yeah,
first
that
play of
boy was
the game.
tight.
So everybody hyped because they thinking, yo, they don't know what's about to happen.
Hey, we
And
was
then you
turned
kick
after
the
this.
game off like this.
Yeah, we was turned after this. Like we was turned. We was too turned.
Come on. That's how you start a football game. Again, here we go. Hey, now let's talk about competition. Let's talk about how our early enrollee star defensive back plays top flight competition. Y'all, we all know who that is.
Yeah.
Talk to us what it's like lining up. You in South Florida where you lining up against and in 7-on-7 too, not just during the football season. And 7-on-7 too, you seeing Jeremiah Smith, you seeing Chance Robinson, you seeing Josiah Trader. Talk to us what it's like lining up against players like that, and you are 1.A1 on your team. So when y'all walk up against Shamanon, everybody on your defense is looking at you like, we need you. What's
Yes.
that like for you?
Before I get into all the other stuff, before this game right here, the first game I had hurt my shoulder. Like, I got a bad shoulder injury. I wasn't able to play this game, and I couldn't even run 100%. So like this whole week, I'm like first because I waited for this the whole off season. Like me and my coach sat down and talked about this the whole off season. We had the other corner Xavier Lucas following Josiah, and I was following JJ. So like the whole weekend, I'm like hyped. Like, okay, I'm for the guard. I get hurt during my first game of the season. I wasn't even worried about being hurt that game. I didn't even care. Like, I'm just thinking like, JJ next week. Like, what I'm about to do. I put a brace on. Like, I gotta play, and I was just this whole game. I was just frustrated. Like, I couldn't do nothing I wanted to do. I couldn't move nothing. I was just frustrated the whole game. But I never. I'm gonna just leave it at this. I never seen nothing like JJ before. Like, that's a
Is
game
he
you gotta come healthy. Like, you gotta come.
right,
You gotta
ready?
come to play. Like, he ain't taking no play off. So like
Blocking and everything, I would imagine, right? He
so
coming.
every play he giving 110%. So you gotta match that. So like this game I was frustrated, but I'm like, it was good work though. It was fun though. Like being in this experiment was fun. Like I love when I'm playing against a good receiver and stuff because I know I'll get action now. Like
Who have
the
been some of your favorite battles to that point? Because a DB receiver relationship is Batman and Joker. You're only as good as your rival as well. You know what I mean? And then when you walk up and you see Jeremiah, that's gonna elevate your game
yeah.
because you need to be at the top of your game. He looking at the other side like, oh, that's Antoine Jackson. I need to pack a lunch. Who are some of your best battles you've had, whether that's 7-on-7 or while you were at Dillard?
Um shoot, I'm gonna start in practice. I don't know if you know Davon Mortimer.
From
He
from
was
Dillard?
from Delhi at number 2, like my freshman year though. But in practice it was him. I did guarding JJ, Chance, and JoJo. Um like them
Got him
like
one here though.
that's like this like usually a breakup like that, like, I wouldn't be happy. Like, okay, I got a breakup. That's expected. Like, I'll be mad I ain't picked the ball, but
Because you
shoot, I'm
want that pick.
happy I got a breakup. Like, every play count when you're going against a receiver like that.
Because he's there all day. And he's their focal point of their offense,
Yeah.
obviously. And for you, do you prefer press or off man? If they're gonna put you on an island all day, do you
I
have a
prefer
you have a preference?
I prefer press.
You like
Receiver
getting your hands on them.
when you get hands on them. You playing off,
Yo.
you just sit back. That's what they want to do.
So you especially a big receiver, you definitely gonna want to let him know, hey, I'm here too.
Yeah.
That's gotta be games you circle, man. When you in South Florida, you playing against somebody like this. Those gotta be games that obviously everything brings out the best in you. Here you go. Okay, you knew this was coming. This
Yeah.
is this is another great play recognition here. Watch his back foot when he realizes what's happening. I'm gone, bro. This is film. This is film. This is being ready and just being an insane athlete because everybody just can't change. Everybody can't stop on a dime like this. But
Yeah, I
this
took
is preparation.
deep ball now. Like quarterback let that deep ball. I'm like, nah, that's gone. So as soon as he look, cause he ain't got too much time without D-line. So as soon as you look at the deep ball, you see that's dead. You going to the check down route, and I'm like, all right, I'm about to pick this. I'm thinking I'm going to the crib with it, but the way he threw the ball, I was like,
Does your defensive coordinator like to give you that freedom where it's like, look, I
oh
know your assignment, but
yeah,
also I know you.
yeah, because I had the playbook down packed. So he trusted me enough to like kind of do what I want to do.
Here we go again. Not another thing you see a lot with finesse corners or guys that have your ball skills. They don't necessarily want to hit. You know what I'm saying? It's a business
Yeah,
decision. You don't mind getting physical. It seemed like you like getting your nose dirty too.
yeah, I'm gonna have to hit. As long as you gonna have to run through me or whatever, but I'm gonna hit.
Here you go again. Again, there go that battle. Ain't nobody else out here with him, y'all. This is this is that's great on great. Pack your lunch. Your defensive coordinator was like, I don't have no calls for you. I have nothing for you. I have 4. You got 4 all game long. Those battles though, you have to relish. Those have to be fun for you because you know it's
Yeah,
gonna be like a boxing match. He gonna win, you gonna win, but that has to be fun for you. And like you say, he taking no plays off. You had to fight to get off this block
yeah.
and come get him. That's another thing, bro. Them long arms you got. You reach out and grab him quick. What's that wingspan like? Do you know what your wingspan is?
Nah, I forgot it.
It's crazy.
I think
Them
it's
long
like
arms.
I think it was like 78.
So now you just a weapon no matter where they put you. Special teams. You didn't come off the field? I'm guessing a lot
Nah,
because
I ain't
we
come.
see you kickoff, return, punt, return. We punt team here.
They go punt block.
Got him. I don't think people understand that is not an easy thing to do. First off, most times when people get close to the punter, they're gonna close their eyes because it hurts. I don't
Yeah,
that tell them that don't feel good when that punt hits you in your wrist or your hands. It does not feel good at all. So and to have this explosiveness, this is just straight explosiveness. And look, I'm elite speed. Really, that's what it is. It's just you using your elite speed and making a play. Forcing a fumble here. Just aggressive and physical. Back on offense. Now we gonna see the route running. We gonna see the route running. Get off me. Great. And with your hands too. A lot of times you see receivers making body catches, forearm catches. You don't see that with you when you're on offense.
oh
It's
yeah. I ain't
hands.
the ball with I'm catching with my hands.
Now you a playmaker. Ooh. The hesitation again. A kick return, punt return, please, at the next level. We need this. We need all of this. Come on. So, well, tell us what it was like playing ball in South Florida. Obviously, 7-on-7 there is a lot bigger than it is in most places. I'm in Texas. 7-on-7 is okay here, but in South Florida, it's a whole different animal. You're playing against the cream of the crop. Tell us what that was like growing up in that, essentially in a fire, really.
Being that like we just showed like if you coming from South Florida and you 4 or 5 star, even a 3-star, like you good. Like like people like everybody know you good. Like you gotta earn that in South Florida. Like you the best of the best. Like no matter what them stars is, even people without stars, like you the
Yep.
best of the best. Like South Florida football, like it's nothing. I don't know why people try to compare it to others like stuff, but it's nothing compared to South Florida football.
And
Like
it
you can't.
seems like y'all do speed better than everybody. And
Yeah,
this is coming from someone that is in Texas and they try to herald their speed here. Look, the speed in South Florida, it seems different.
yeah,
Like y'all got defensive ends who be out here running 4.5s and 4.4s. I'm putting on tape. I'm looking at Vincent Shavers run
yeah,
like a safety. He
Yeah,
run like a safety, bro.
yeah,
So for you, obviously, you've been a star player since you were in Little League. What's it like when you would go out there in 7-on-7? Obviously, receivers are trying to make their name off of you. How was that pressure? While again, people listening, this young man has taken 16 classes this semester. And every time he step on a field, somebody without a star is looking at him thinking, I'm gonna make my name off him.
yeah. 7-on-7, I ain't feel no pressure at all. Like, it wasn't a game that wasn't fun to me. Like, cause I didn't care. Like, I just didn't care. Like, you beat me, you gonna have to beat me again. Like, that's how my mindset is at corner. Like, I just don't care. Like, it's not a bad I don't care. It's just like,
no, but you got to have a short memory, right? You can't. So you give up a 5-yard slant. You can't pout for the rest of the game.
yeah.
You're gonna tell that receiver, run it again. I dare him throw this again. I dare your quarterback throw that slant again.
When somebody, it might sound weird, but when somebody catch a ball on me, shoot, I'd be glad. Like, okay, I got me some comp. Like,
they
let's do this.
Were some games like that, especially last year, where teams just decided, I'm not going that way?
Yeah, that's why that's another reason I play receiver, because like nobody will throw the ball my way at all. Like, nobody.
That has to get boring. That has to
like,
just get boring for you.
So when the ball get thrown my way, like, even if they catch a 5-yard hit, I'm like, okay, let's do it then. Like, let's go. I'm excited, man.
So we all know, obviously, you are one of the most talented athletes in this class. I think I speak for everybody when I say we are going to be watching you at the next level, because what we saw on tape tonight and what we've all seen, that is just an elite athlete. Like, I've said it to you from the first time I asked the question. I said, how is this not a 5-star athlete? It was you were doing a practice or a workout and you jumped up what can only be 15 feet in the air. And you know what I'm talking about? And you one-handed. I was like, okay, Rivals 24/7. Somebody slide in my DMs and let's talk about Antoine Jackson, because this 4-star. How much stock did you put into that, to the rankings, to stars, or anything like that?
Well, I never care about much of it. Like, as long as I can go to any school, not any school, but as long as I can go to the next level for free, I ain't really care about stars. Like, that's people's opinion. Like, no disrespect to them. Like, I'm sure they studied the game and they got football knowledge, but like, that's just people's opinion. To me, I don't even know what my ranking is right now.
High. If it ain't, it need to be.
Like,
I know that much.
I don't even care too much for it. I don't even know if I'm ranked as a corner, a safety, a receiver. Like, an athlete. I don't even care for it. I don't even go check it. Like, when I first got my 4-star, my coach had to tell me.
Really?
Yeah, like, I didn't care. Like, okay, I got 4 stars. I got it in my bio and stuff for, like, what should I say?
It's
like,
advertisement, obviously. Yeah.
Like, letting people know who I am, but like, I don't care for it. That's why you never. I don't know if you recognize, but some people put out complaints like I should be the number 1 in the country, and like I never. My motto when I was before was like I'm gonna be the number 1 corner in the country, but I was like never like, oh, I should be the number 1 corner, or didn't really care.
Because I said it to you. I was like, when I saw that, I was like, hey, bro, why are you not a 5-star? You was like, oh.
Yeah,
you literally, I don't know. You was like, I don't know. I was like, okay, this 5-star tape. You was like, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, I don't know. You was real nonchalant about it. It just, and I was like, oh, he must just not care about
know
the
what I can do on the field. Like, I know what I'm capable of, what I can do on the field. So that's all. And if the college coach see that, then I'm good. Like, I don't care.
My high school coach used to say you got to put a value on the person doing your evaluation. So everyone that evaluates you or tells you how good or bad you are, if you don't value their opinion, then you know what I mean? What is it? It obviously is good to look at, to go, okay, what they say. Oh, okay. But you're not going to stop balling again during this year while they're ranking you. You're taking extra classes. Again, you are the star player on your defense, and you're playing offense, and you're preparing your body for college at the next level.
Yeah.
So I can understand how a 24/7 update for you is probably like, oh, that's cool. But also, like, I have homework and I have 3 tests I have to take, and I'm tired, and I got a lot of time for all this 3-star, 4-star.
Like, I had to skip out of like a lot of interviews and stuff with 24/7, the rappers and all them, because like I had so much going on. Like I really don't care for it. Like I just don't
I
care
don't
for it.
think people get that because even during your process, people are like, "Well, he's real quiet." Y'all, he was studying. He was taking another class.
Yeah.
He wasn't being quiet to be disrespectful.
And
The
another
young
thing,
man had
and
8 classes, bro.
like I seen everything that was going on. Like every comment, like I haven't missed one comment. I read everything. Like I laugh about it, but like you would read some of the things and be like, dang, like it'll be a person
I
that was
know.
like I would say I would commit. Like when I was committed to Georgia, I had fans like dang, this kid this good. Like he committed to Georgia. Like let's go, let's do it. I flipped to Miami and then I was like, let's go. Like we got him. Like I decommitted from Miami. Nah, he should have stayed in high school. He not ready.
They, hey,
Yeah, I read all of them.
you gotta keep it consistent. All right. If he good, he good. He can't just be good if he going to your school. If he's
And people
good,
never
he's
future. Like nobody know what's gonna happen next.
you that's another thing. A message to anybody out there. We don't always know, right? We don't, and it's not his job to inform the entire world of Twitter what's going on in his personal life. Respect some people, and again, he just told y'all he was taking 8 classes. The reason he wasn't on Twitter responding to all of y'all is because he was taking 8 classes. And remember, he's preparing his body for the next level. He is a
Yeah.
year younger than everyone else that he's in the locker room with next year. So there's that extra preparation that needed to go in. And he told y'all he don't do anything outside of football besides film, workout, study. That's it. That kind of dedication, Antoine, it don't matter what helmet you put on at the next level or the level after that, that is going to bring you success. You got the work ethic, you got the athleticism. That's never in question.
Yeah.
What you have is what's in between the ears, bro. What you have is something that you can't coach, you can't teach, and you can't give to somebody the drive to want to be better. You said it yourself. I don't look at my rankings. I don't look at any of that. For you, it's being better the next day. Hold on to that because that is what's going to make Antoine Jackson a star in college and a star in the league.
Yeah.
For those of you that want to watch the rest of his highlights, because he has them broken down by game 2 as well. I'm going to link his huddle in the description. I'm going to link his Instagram and his Twitter. Y'all go follow him. I'm obviously going to keep y'all up to date with him at the next level. Y'all keep up to date with him as well. If there's anything you want the people to know, Brody, let them know.
You just never know the future. That's all I'm gonna say.
And keep up with him. Trust me, this is a recruit. This is a talent that you are going to want to remember his name. We gonna see him on highlights next year. Y'all gonna say, CB, that's that dude. I'm gonna tell you, I told you. He is as good as advertised. Also, shout out to everybody in your process. And you spoke about it. We spoke about it beforehand. How for you got a driving force. Your mom is your driving force. So shout out to moms. Obviously, you can't. You're Antoine Jackson, but somebody has to allow you to be Antoine Jackson.
Yeah.
You know, you decided I want to I want to come out early, and moms was like, "Let's get it done." She could have easily, been overprotective and said no. She's there riding with you. So I wanted to shout out to everyone, your high school coaches, because we see the beast in front of us, but there's a lot of people behind the scenes that help build that beast. You were telling me beforehand about one of your mentors that helps work with you. So real quick, give them a shout out to the people that have helped you on your journey.
Yeah, hard but fair. Like he played a big part. Not like being the mentor, being there like when they ain't know where to go to school at, like he was there. Like before the stars, before the rankings, like he was there. So like he been there. So I know he'll be there if football ever comes to an end. I know he still will be there. So shout out to Hardball Fair.
And that's important. Hey, y'all follow Antoine Jackson on Twitter. Follow him on Instagram. Again, watch them highlights again. Keep up with his Twitter and mine. I will keep y'all up to date with him. Thank you so much for coming on the channel, bro. As I've told you before I even had a channel, one of my favorite recruits in the class, some of my favorite film. I cannot wait to see you light it up at the next level. You never know what the future holds, and I'm excited for it, bro.
Appreciate you.
Like, comment, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff. We out.